Hartsy.
Uh-huh.
So basically, you are the most Zoomer I know. You have the haircut, you're in with the Zoomer culture, you know what's cool and what's cringe. So I just wanted to ask you, would it be cringe if I introduced the Minecraft podcast by saying, "What is up, my fellow chicken jockeys?" Or would that be cringe or cool? Is that what the kids want to hear?
Zoomers would love that. The kids would love that. That'd be a real winner.
Even if I'm 29, so I'm an ex-zennial, or whatever, zillennial, whatever they call them, the 1995 baby. Am I allowed to make that joke?
Yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, what is up, my fellow chicken jockeys, and welcome to the Minecraft Is It Kino. Let's introduce people from, let's say, heaviest to lightest, just for fun. Starting off with the Purple Colonel.
Oh, that's not the news I needed today, but I'm glad to be here because I finally found a film better than Megalopolis today.
Now, Purple, I'm not trying to pick on you. It's just because I saw on Letterboxd you did bring back your watching weight for movies, which went away for a long time. Why'd you bring that back?
Well, I started making progress again, so I figured that's as good a time as any to bring it back.
I need the clapping soundboard for that real quick. Okay. Next up is probably Eggy, unless Hartsy has something he needs to tell us.
Oh, no, I stand in at like 97 pounds, so I'd definitely be third.
So you're not pregnant or anything?
No.
Hey, listen, you know what? Call me the villager because I love getting that bread, and also I don't speak English and I have a giant nose, so, it really all adds up.
And then I guess I'm next. Hi, I'm Simian Jimmy. Did not care for the film, but I did watch the unfinished version of it that leaked online, and that was actually very interesting and probably better than watching the normal movie. And speaking of which, here's somebody who saw the normal movie twice in theaters. It's Hartsy Protsy.
I am Hartsy.
Okay, got it. Hartsy, why'd you see this fucking twice? This is gonna make $1 billion, maybe $2 billion, and it's because of people like you giving it your hard-earned money for a complete slop. Corporate, soulless slop.
It was never my intentions to see this movie twice. However, I saw this movie opening day with my sister, and my girlfriend got mad at me that I didn't watch it. My girlfriend got mad at me because I did not watch it with her. So the following day, after already seeing it with my sister, I went out to watch it again with my girlfriend. So I saw it twice in a row.
So somebody making a bunch of money because women make men spend their money on them. What else is new, folks? Am I right?
I'm just going to do the soundboard for this so the Zoomers can enjoy their Minecraft discussion. No, Hartsy, you were telling me that you had a very, and perhaps not even unique based on the videos I'm seeing online, but a very exciting theater experience the first time. Okay. So I want to hear about this.
So the second theater experience was fine. It was great. But the first one was the worst theater experience I've ever had in my entire life. The theater was filled with teenagers, not even kids, teenagers.
What race were these teenagers? White, probably?
It was a little mixed bag of everyone.
What?
Teenagers and young adults, all in their seats, screaming, getting up, making distractions, throwing food. People were throwing food and drinks during the movie. I have never seen that in my entire life. I have never seen a theater so dysfunctional and full of people that were trying to distract from the movie. And this is even the worst part, at some point, they paused the movie and some theater attendants came out to lecture the audience about our bad behavior. They had to pause the movie, get attendants out there to lecture us about our bad behavior. It was awful.
When they paused it, did you see the computer monitor pop up on the projection and it's Windows media player that they're watching the movie in? Because this was not made on film. This is just it's just garbage.
No, they just paused it on a still frame, and they paused it during the garage scene where the guy is going through the fucking storage facility or whatever.
That early? That's 20 minutes in. Early.
that early. People were that disrespectful and that rambunctious that early into the film.
They're
He
not
didn't
in the
even say
fucking
chicken
what are they
jockey.
cheering about?
But they didn't say chicken jockey,
Well,
which is the best part.
the opening line is Jack Black saying, "Oh, I yearn for the mines." Like, it's just straight up memes in the movie. That's why everybody who's 15 or younger mentally starts screaming and throwing food. Hartsy, did you shield your poor baby sister from this ruckus, or did you join in and just pour your drink on her head?
Oh, I poured my drink all over her.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's what she gets for wanting to see the Minecraft movie. You all deserve to be covered in disgusting theater food.
Well, no, we both wanted to see it. Like, it's not like I'm innocent here. I didn't want to see it a second time. I was kind of upset.
Yeah, does it get better the second time, or did you maybe notice maybe it doesn't even work one time?
My second theater experience was actually so much better. The theater near my girlfriend's house is so much better than my local theater. Like, my local theater is like backwood hick fucking piece of shit, and the theater near her house is so much better, so much higher quality.
Hartsy's really dating a girl from across the tracks, if you know what I mean. How'd you get a, like, mansion lifestyle over there? How'd you get such a high-class woman?
It's not even that. It's just that so happens to be that the theater nearest to me sucks ass. My town is a really nice town, but we don't have a theater within like 30 minutes from us. It sucks. But anyways, yeah, her theater was so much better. There wasn't as many any screaming children.
And you said it was mostly African American people at the second theater.
That is not what I said, but that is a headcanon you can have. Yes.
Okay. Purple Colonel, did you have a similar experience when you saw this in the Canadian theater?
I did not get around to see it in the theater, unfortunately, but I will be. I'm gonna go see it later today.
Are you telling me you saw this movie illegally online and did not give it your money yet?
Well, I'm not. Listen, you can infer that perhaps just through the things that I've said. You can infer such a thing, but I'm not gonna.
Wait,
speak
why do you want to give
here.
this money to see it a second time? You really think it's gonna be worth your? You saw this hours ago, twice within 24 hours.
Yeah, I thought it was a delightful time, but I saw like you, I saw the fucking unfinished version. I gotta be a completist here. I want to see the full fruits of their labor and see if it's any better.
Well, Eggy, that brings us to you, who I believe went out of his way to find a finished version online. Is that true?
That's correct. I installed multiple pieces of software that connect to different servers, and so basically now I have like a whole media station. I can watch anything like the second it releases in theaters. So that's pretty cool. But
wow. I'm
not gonna lie, for the right price, I would see this in the theater also. But
oh my God.
It's because it's not even the IMAX.
That wasn't me. That's fraud.
I think there's an IMAX release or something, but even just the local theater here, it shows in 3D, and I feel like the viewing experience of this film, just because it is so digital heavy, I think that the 3D would probably make it a better viewing experience. So for that reason, I doubt I will do this, but for that reason, I would at least consider doing it, because I think it would probably add more to the score for me overall for like my review score. But I did see the film in its fully complete version, non-3-dimensionally, and it was all right.
So you're telling me I'm the only one here who watched this movie legally? Wow.
Did you say legally or illegally?
Legally.
Because in my version of the world, it would be illegal to support the film.
Oh.
So,
I'm just imagining seeing fucking Jason Momoa and Jack Black 69ing coming at you in 3D and stuff. That just sounds so fucking good.
Especially with the bad effects version that I saw. And Eggy, I'm wondering, did we miss the boat? Because in my perspective, the only reason to see this in theaters would be to have the ideal Zoomer chaotic experience that Hartsy had. Like when I saw like Avengers Endgame opening night and everybody was just screaming and going crazy. That would be fun for this movie, but did we miss the boat? Are they only going to be doing that the opening couple nights, and now that it's the second weekend coming up, are the Zoomers going to have the same hype? or are the theater guards going to be on extra high precaution now?
Well, I feel like the real spontaneous energy of it is not going to be there. So you're just going to have the tryhards, kind of angling to maybe recreate the chaos they saw on social media, which is going to be less entertaining organically for one, but then also there's going to be greater security presence here. Listen, they thought the Joker film was what they needed security for. Now, listen, these are the Jokers that you couldn't bend over in prison, if you know what I'm saying, all right? The real free thinkers, the real crafters who spent millions of hours building spaceships out of blocks. These are the ones you can't tame, all right? So more power to them, but I don't think we're going to get... It was like a lightning in a bottle for that opening weekend.
Just aside, the theater experience made me really jealous as a Sonic fan that the Sonic movies didn't get this attention. Like, I went opening night for Minecraft and the theater was packed. And I went opening night for all the Sonic movies and never once did I have a theater even half that full. So sad.
You might even say it's $2 billion full, maybe possibly.
Now, Eggy, I know that you might be feeling a bit of FOMO that we missed out on this Minecraft Zoomer experience, but I did see something tantalizing today. According to IMDb, there will be a 2026 release of a film that perhaps we could tap into our inner Zoomer and don a suit and tie and go to the theater to see. Mm-hmm. Mega Minions, the movie.
MAGA Minions?
The superhero minions that we loved so much. They get their own movie.
Getting their own movie?
Yeah. Are the Zoomers going to wear suit and tie to this as well?
Probably.
I think they got to up the ante and wear like a fucking superhero outfit.
I don't know if that's allowed anymore. I think James Holmes or whatever his name is ruined that. Maybe James Rolfe.
I'm going to coat my entire body in yellow paint and wear goggles, so I might just look like Homer Simpson, but either way.
No, you're going to look like Bob. Is that the one with one eye?
No, Bob is the short little fat one with two eyes.
Well, whatever. That's what I meant anyways, the fat one. So, you guys all three love this movie so much that you want to see it multiple times within a 48-hour period, and I think it's a complete, soulless corporate slop. So am I wrong here if I'm truly outnumbered by my own peers? Purple gave it the same score as me on Letterboxd of 1.5 stars out of 5, and he's excited to see it again.
It can be corporate slop dog shit that's like a horrible indictment of like what's happening to the film industry, and also be like a really fun time though, you know? Like it's these aren't mutually
right,
exclusive.
But then
I thought it was
think about it this way though, this year so far is the worst box office performance since I was born, so 30 years. If we tell the corporations, hey, we will give $1 billion to the laziest, most poorly written dog shit movie of all time because we recognize the name, aren't you all doing a huge disservice to an industry that we appreciate?
Well, I want to say something about that actually, because so Minecraft, you could say it's of my generation maybe, because when it came out when I was like 17 or 18 or something, I think, but I never played it. I was asked to give it a try multiple times. This was back when there wasn't any of the story mode. Now they have all that, whatever, but still, it just I missed the boat on it. It wasn't really for me. But with this film, I could definitely see, like, if I was more familiar with the property, I guess. Like, I mean, obviously, I get the idea. It's blocks, and you like build stuff with the blocks. Okay, that's about as much as I could get, like as far as what I had an understanding of going into this. But just sort of the atmosphere. It was kind of quirky. It was kind of fun and silly and colorful, and the pacing was decent enough. For these reasons, even though I could tell if I knew more that I might enjoy it more, but so maybe they could have, I don't know if this is the best they could have done for explaining it to a boomer such as myself, but everything considered, I thought it was kind of like how Purple described, just, it was still fun enough, like it had an energy to it that was fun and silly enough that even with my poor understanding, I could kind of go along for the ride on it.
Purple, I know you were about to say something as well.
Oh yeah, well I think it's just if any companies like tried to do the same formula, like make something at this level of quality and then just put like Minecraft on it or whatever, like some other name, I think it's gonna crash and burn, and that's gonna be as like even funnier in and of itself. It's gonna be more like a Morbius kind of situation for them.
Well,
so I think that's probably worth it.
Just in recent memory, here are some movies I would say are equally as good as this one. The Borderlands movie, Red 1, the Santa Claus action movie, Dear Satan, another Jack Black dogshit movie. They just take a popular IP of Santa, Satan, Borderlands, or Minecraft. They make ChatGPT write the broadest, most generalized, lazy script, and it's just unfunny. All of them are unfunny. Do you guys think this is better than Borderlands?
Yeah.
I didn't see the Borderlands movie.
I didn't either.
I got
but it's
standards.
Minecraft.
Okay.
Well, let's play a little game. It's called What Did Florian Like Better? Now, without looking at his Letterboxd, do you guys want to guess what Florian gave a better score, Minecraft or Borderlands?
I'm guess Borderlands.
I'm guessing Minecraft here.
I'll cast my vote for Borderlands.
He gave Minecraft a 3.5 out of 5, and he gave Borderlands a 4 out of 5. So he thinks these are both very good movies. You guys are on the side of Florian, What a great, worthwhile film. Let's go see it again.
Yeah, well, I'd see it again with Florian if I could, honestly. That would be...
The humble hermit sees movies alone.
That's true. In his theater. And he hopes that there's no shit on the walls, from what I gathered from past episodes.
No, definitely
listen,
not.
I'm going to say this. Minecraft versus Borderlands. Minecraft is having an overly old protagonist for the main character role done right, okay? Because Jack Black, he's fat, he's greasy, he's unkempt. This is definitely a man who... He's a 55-year-old man that's been playing a children's game for his entire life. I completely believe it.
Well, but Eggy, here's the problem, though. He's already an old man when he gets locked in the game. Like it's not like he goes in there as a child in Jumanji and then he comes out as an old man. Jack Black has a gray beard before he goes into Minecraft. He's too old for the entire movie.
And listen, I think it fits. I mean, if you're a 30-year-old man with, that's basically
he's
already...
60!
Yeah, I know, but he's already old and has nothing to live for, so why not become addicted to a video game and spend your entire life in it like he does?
The plot is so brain dead. He's a child. He wants to be in the mines. They say no, only adults. You would think as soon as he turns 18, he would follow his dream, but no, he works at an office job for 40 years before he realizes he's an adult and can go in the mines. It's just brain dead retardation because they cast a 60-year-old man. There's no excuse for it. You didn't even think of that because of how stupid the movie is.
Well, I'll stick to my point that, for me, it feels better than having an old woman be the protagonist in Borderlands. So
I'd say she looks a lot better than he does.
But him being fat and, unkempt, once again, I'll say that gives a real gamer cred for me. But I do agree that, the setup is more or less completely forgettable. Yeah, because I think I already forgot about the finer points of it just in... Also, and I think I rewatched that first opening part like 5 times while I was finding the actual finished version. But...
Yeah. And not one time did it stick out. Maybe when Purple sees it today, he'll fill in all those plot holes for me. Now that he'll have them in mind.
I'm kind of glad that they didn't make Minecraft an actual in-universe game that exists within the film. It's just another dimension separate from the real world. Because I was worried it'd be like a Jumanji situation where it's like an actual game that the characters get sucked into.
Well, at the end of it, they turn it into a game called Block City Battle Friends.
Well, it's not the same at all.
Yeah. Hartsy, can you... I need Hartsy to give me a Zoomer lesson real quick, because I legitimately don't know why Chicken Jockey is funny.
Chicken Jockey?
Yeah, so this is in the game, so explain it to me.
Okay, so a chicken jockey is a baby zombie that rides a chicken, and it's just funny That's it. It's just funny. It's a baby a zombie riding a chicken.
But why
and
is that
hearing
something worth getting arrested over?
Well, I wouldn't say it's worth getting arrested over, but it's definitely funny to shout it alongside Jack Black.
This isn't like a pre-existing Minecraft meme. This is like it's specific to the movie here. That's just the way he says chicken jockey, I guess, has activated some neurons in some people's heads here. So
it's become a meme how Jack Black says certain Minecraft phrases like flint and steel, chicken jockey.
But this is nothing new. This is his shtick since like the early 90s. Like he's just doing Jack Black in every single movie. He can't act anymore.
He's doing Jack Black, but in the sense of it being a Minecraft movie.
So it's just meme nonsense. I guess he's doing his typical unfunny shtick that he's too old for, but now he's saying words I recognize from a video game. So I'm going to throw popcorn and go to prison.
The target audience for this movie has only ever seen him in the Mario movie, where he's they got him like subdued in that. You know, he's kind of playing Bowser for like half of it. So
they didn't see Dear Satan on Netflix.
I don't think they did. I don't know if anyone saw Dear Satan on Netflix.
These Zoomers have not seen Tenacious D: The Pick of Destiny, Jack Black's probably only good movie, other than School of Rock, of course. You guys haven't seen School of Rock?
No.
Oh my fucking god. Now that's a movie. That's Jack Black's shtick when it works. Because he's not a sad old man.
He's Kung Fu Panda.
Let's be clear, folks. Jack Black betrayed his long life best friend, Kyle Gass, just so that Trump supporters would go see the Minecraft movie. This is a man you guys are supporting and making an epic meme. A man who betrays his friend for politics, for dog shit fake art to make money.
Trump supporters wouldn't see this movie anyways. There's a black woman in it.
So he betrayed his friend for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he's hedging his bets for like Mario movie 2 and stuff as well, you know. But I thought Jack Black was a fantastic Steve. I was a little skeptical of it, you know, but seeing him in the movie with like his almost like they did the same sort of thing they do to all the Marvel characters with the costume, where they put all the fucking lines on his shirt and they put the big triangle on it to like sort of harken back to the way that it looks in the game and everything. I thought it was a fantastic look for him. And
that's not really what
he's got
Steve's
such a big beard.
That's not really what Steve's shirt looks like in the game. There's like
it's blue and it's got the big triangle, so that's what you need.
There isn't
know?
a big triangle. It's a collar.
Well, yeah, but now it's a big triangle though, because they got to make the actual collar line up. They don't want to show like Jack Black's like graying chest hair in the movie, so.
I guess.
Eggy, what were you saying before my Zoomer lesson?
Well, it's a good segue because we're talking about Mr. Cheeto himself. And listen, back when they first were teasing the trailer of this, I thought, oh, Jason Momoa must be a teenage girl. Because why is he wearing like this tight clothing and it's like pink and he's got long hair? Well, it turns out that was not the case. Jason Momoa turns out to possibly be the greatest actor in this film. I thought that Jack Black did a fine job as Steve. I was kind of like Purple, a little skeptical. He's old and everything, but he didn't have any scenes where he was low energy. I think he always brought it to the table. But Jason Momoa, he is a failing, going broke, ex-video game champion. He was the number one arcade video game record holder back in 1989 is when the film says. Doesn't really line up with how old he actually is. But anyway, I thought that this was so coincidentally perfect since recently there was this big breaking video game news that largely irrelevant at this point, man who was the greatest Donkey Kong player in the world, Billy Mitchell, recently won a lawsuit for like hundreds of thousands of dollars against one of his online trolls. So basically, kind of coincidentally, culturally coming together like that. But Jason Momoa, he thinks it's all over. His store is literally called Game Over World. Like his life is over. He's going bankrupt. He's getting evicted. But through the power of being a middle-aged man sucked into a video game world,
called the Overworld. I thought that was like the most clever thing in the movie is that he has Game Over World, and then Jack Black calls Minecraft the Overworld.
Why on earth would you call your game store Game Over? That just seems like...
me and Eggy go to a barcade called Time Out. That's kind of the same thing.
I guess.
Well, I think it's because if you come step to Mr. Momoa, aka the garbage man, because he's dunking you in the trash where you belong, aka Gargar, because you're gonna be gargling on that BJC, if you know what I'm saying, after you get BTFO and his super gamepad. Anyway, Jason Momoa, he did great in this film. His flamboyance added to his charm. He had like this real 1980s energy going on, and as a man who enjoys the aesthetic of that decade still in the 2020s, I was feeling it.
Yeah, but Steve calls the Minecraft world the overworld because that's literally what it's called in the game. So that's not unique to the movie.
It's unique to the movie because the game store is called Game Over World, which is clever because it plays into that.
Yes, I guess so.
I mean, it doesn't really mean anything, but it's something. So, ChatGPT thought of one pun it could do.
Exactly one. Maybe that was the director's stamp. Maybe that was his sort of influence on the movie here, was that great joke.
Is 90% of the film
TBD.
90% of the film is a character alone in front of a green screen looking at the camera talking?
Yeah.
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 This and I was watching, like I said, the unfinished version, so you kind of get to see like PS1 graphics of early stages of the CGI for some scenes, and that was very, very cool. I wish every movie would release a production cut like this, because it's kind of the magic of filmmaking, and you get to see really with the constant green glow behind the character's hair of green screen, you get to see really 90% of the movie they're just standing alone on a set like that. And like the Gandalf actor, when they were making the Hobbit movies, he like broke down weeping on set because they weren't doing anything practically anymore, and he couldn't actually talk to the other actors in the scene because he's way bigger than them. So he's just talking to ping pong balls on sticks, and he's just weeping on this green screen set. That's what movies are all the time now. And actors, they don't get to act. They just get to react to CGI Minecraft monsters that aren't there.
Funny that you mentioned the green screen glow, because even in the trailers, they left in some green screen glow, and I thought that...
It's hard to edit out when you got all that fucking wavy hair, Jack Black.
Yeah.
This reminds me of how Borderlands had a couple shots, even in the completely final version, because there was no production cut of Borderlands, but there was some where the green screen was still just so egregious it looked like nostalgia critic movies. Yeah, there still is. You wouldn't know this since you didn't watch the final, but there's definitely still a couple scenes. Like, having seen a couple of the clips from the production cut, I know there was a couple of them they were playing side by side in my head, like, oh, how's this going to turn out comparatively? But even with all the final polish, there still was a couple scenes that you could just tell it looked like Doug Walker floating over a PNG, but it is what it is.
And Doug Walker would have put more jokes into the script, even if they are cringe and terrible. I think he would have I think Doug Walker would have directed and written this movie better than TBD, which on the version I watched, it said this was written by TBD, to be decided. Literally. It's literally in the movie. Who wrote it in the version you saw? Did they have like 18 names for screenwriters up there?
I didn't read the credits, but I did stay around for the post-credit scene.
Who's that guy? Like, who's the voice of the villager in the end credit scene? Because I recognized the voice, but I couldn't.
I think it's the guy from Solar Opposites who replaced Justin Roiland when he got canceled. But I don't know if you've ever seen that show.
I have not. It sounded like a video game reviewer, like a video game YouTuber that I was familiar with for something, but I couldn't find anything in the credits. I was kind of paging through.
Just find out who voices the British alien in season 3 or 4 of Solar Opposites, and I guarantee it's that guy.
It is Matt Berry, who is, I'm not sure if that's...
Oh, is he...
Opposites, but he's in...
He's in, maybe it's not the guy I'm thinking of. Is he in... What is that British show? It's like a fake show. Fuck. Damn it. It's a doctor show. Son of a bitch. Whatever.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
He's casted in Alpha Dog. Isn't that...
the Elliot Rodger movie?
I thought Alpha Dog was... maybe that's just the name of the guy from CIA, but not actually its own movie. But
Alpha Dog is a movie Elliot Rodger wrote about in his manifesto. Matt Berry... Okay, so it's not the guy from Solar Opposites, but it is the guy from, what is this doctor fucking show? Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. Great show.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so it's not the guy from Solar Opposites, I'm wrong. But I did recognize that voice. Have you guys seen Garth Marenghi's Dark Place?
No. The only Doctor show I know of is House MD, which is the best series ever made.
I think Garth Marenghi might have something on Dr. House.
I
He's
doubt
a
it.
real horror writer, okay? He's not a slop writer like that Stephen King guy.
Actually,
The Good Doctor.
I really did like how the Minecraft world was visually represented in this movie. It's very, very far from what it actually looks like in game. But as someone who's been playing this game for literally my entire life, it was nice seeing it represented on the big screen like this.
I don't know about that. I think that was some of the designs are grotesque. I think, and it kind of took away a little bit, especially the villagers. They're there's something about them.
The land itself, the actual environments are rendered well. The creatures are not at all.
The dumbest friend I've had in my entire life bought a bunch of Funko Pops, and he said, as a lifelong Vegeta fan, to have him as a Funko Pop really represented something so amazing to see. Basically, word for word, the dumb shit Hartsy's saying about the big screen. It's just slop, cashing in on what you recognize, and you're a sucker.
Yeah, but it's Minecraft, so it's automatically good.
Isn't the creator of Minecraft like a Nazi now?
They kicked him out. He hasn't worked on it for.
How much is
20
he making
years or
off this
whatever,
movie?
Probably
I don't
not.
think anything. I think
I
he sold
guarantee
the
he's getting a
entire rights
cut.
for it.
He invented it. He's
No,
getting a cut.
no.
He sold all the rights. He
rights.
sold like 100% of it for like $8 billion all at once. So I
He
don't
doesn't
think
need
he's
a cut
getting
then.
anything. Yeah. He said he liked the look of it though from the trailer. So
You know, Notch, he kind of reminds me of another game developer I know. They both just made their money and they both sit inside and don't ever talk to anybody or interact with anybody and just never go outside all day every day. So maybe that's something to aspire to.
Perhaps had a radical political shift after getting rich.
Yeah, I think that lines up.
Might be fucking prostitutes on the reg. Refuse to finish their new game.
that's the Notch. He does have a lot of unfinished prototypes and stuff that he just never got around to finishing. So
Yandere Simulator, is he working on that one?
I
He
once,
should be.
I once asked Notch how he was doing on Twitter, and he replied to me saying that he's sad and he misses his ex. Just pretty funny.
I vaguely recall he talked to me on Twitter once too, but I don't remember what was said. He probably is that lonely if he'll just talk to anybody.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope he enjoys seeing all these. I hope he enjoys seeing like the creeper on screen and stuff like that.
Why do you care? I don't hope he enjoys
I
anything.
really have no
He's
idea.
a literal billionaire. I hope he chokes to death tonight.
He can be happy about his.
I don't give a fuck.
Wouldn't you be happy if you saw the fucking jump moans on the big?
I would be
screen or
heartbroken and
whatever?
disgusted that my shit got sold out.
Oh well. What if you were involved in the production though? That could be lucrative.
If they would have given me money to make my own movie, let's do it. I'm not making a fucking Play-Doh movie for them. I'm not making the Polly Pocket movie. I'll make an original, real movie with an actual script and characters and plot.
That's just I don't know why you'd bother. There's no.
Yeah, it's
there's
not
no
gonna make $1
incentive to do
billion.
that anymore.
Yeah, so no real world characters going to a fictional CGI world and getting into mishaps.
I just can't afford all that green screen is the problem.
Oh yeah,
It's too much.
We were talking about the fucking Jason Momoa character earlier, and he sort of reminded me of both Pixels and the Electric State has a very similar character who has a whole army of like bullshit from the 80s and stuff just hoarded in his building.
Right,
And
but
he's
they
played by
forget to
Chris
make it
Pratt.
relevant because in Pixels, he's like the former champion, and then they have to actually use his skills to defeat the aliens in video game-like combat. In this, he's a former game champion in a game that has absolutely nothing to do with Minecraft, so he does not convert any of those skills over. Literally, the only thing his character does is try to find diamonds because he needs money. Like, him being a video game expert has literally nothing to do and never comes up one time in the Minecraft world. Prove me wrong.
He uses the buck chuckets. Okay, it's fantastic.
What does that have to do with him playing his side-scrolling 80s game? Literally nothing.
He knows
literally
how to fight. The
nothing.
game's taught him how to fight.
He's buff because he could fight in real life. That has nothing to do with his video game shit. He might as well have been like a judo master.
The black lady, she learned how to tame all the animals, and he learned how to fight and stuff.
She was already an animal tamer. That was her side gig, is that she had a llama in the back of her car for her like petting zoo.
The fucking llama, it's great. That was the only laugh I got for real. Was the like not laughing at the movie, but with it was when she has to go into the car with the llama, and she has to give her like a carrot and tell her like don't let it bite your face off or whatever.
You didn't laugh when the fat black lady went through the portal and then said, "Ow, my butt! Ow, my butt!"
No, I don't.
You didn't laugh when they said butt?
Laughing there, no. No.
That's pretty hysterical.
I think she went to the Leslie Jones school of ruining every scene.
Yeah.
When the woman who I only know as Snood from 4chan, when she comes to the portal and Jason Momoa like strong arms her and like knocks her like 20 feet away, that was pretty funny.
I like when the black lady said, "Let's fight some pigs." I stood up and clapped. Fuck pigs.
I liked when she said, "What the hell?"
Uh-huh.
That was several times though.
Uh,
She also said, "You got those good Frodo vibes, kid." That was good.
And then Gandalf started weeping.
Yeah, he came out of the background.
This is not real acting. Not real film. Okay, I'm going to be quiet. I'll let you guys praise the movie without my rude interruptions. I've been a negative Nancy for 37 minutes. Go ahead, tell me why it's true kino, Hartsy.
Oh, I don't actually like the movie. I just think it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I had a very fun time the second time watching it. The first time, not so much, but that's because the theater I was in sucked ass. But ultimately, I love Minecraft. I have for my entire life. And this movie could be a lot worse, all things considered. And ironically speaking, I did enjoy it. But I don't see anyone finding unironic enjoyment in this unless they're like 5.
What would have been a worse version of the movie?
I don't know. So Minecraft is a very expensive world. You could do literally anything with the Minecraft IP. And in that regard, I think that this movie doesn't do enough. It's weird what they pick and choose from Minecraft to explore. Like, the whole plot is that we need to go to the Woodland Mansion to retrieve some orb that will let them go back home. But that's just odd. There's no the end. The end is a big part of Minecraft. We visit the villagers for like 5 minutes. There's just a lot iconic Minecraft stuff left out, and it's weird what they chose to explore. I don't know. You could have done so much with a Minecraft movie, and I don't think they did enough.
A lot of the plotline, like with Malgosha, the evil piglin witch or whatever, a lot of that comes from like some of these spin-off games that they made and then shut down within like a year. Because they were all terrible and no one played them.
The whole Piglin Army stuff comes from Minecraft Dungeons, and Minecraft Dungeons is still very much active. It's still being supported and getting regular updates.
Well, that's good. I thought one of them came from like fucking Minecraft Earth or something, and that was all gone, but I'm not sure.
Are they saving the Ender Dragon for the sequel?
I hope so.
Probably.
Yeah.
They should go to the end. It would be so cool.
Yeah. They're also going to introduce Alex in the next movie, which is really goofy and funny.
Yeah, who's going to play Alex? Is it going to be like Melissa McCarthy? That's what I'm hoping for.
It needs to be someone with red hair. That's all it needs to be. That's the only
They can give Melissa McCarthy like a really bad wig.
Why do they have to be fat? What can we get Britt Lauer from Severance? Get like a hot redhead in there?
Alex probably won't be fat.
Jack Black is fucking the main star. You got to have someone who pairs well with him.
Yeah.
The fat guy never gets with a fat chick. That only Hangover 3 has that plot line. Fat guys get with hot skinny chicks like King of Queens.
It's gonna
Now,
break new ground. Okay.
It's gonna be Peter Griffin.
Purple, do you think Steve and Alex are going to be love interests in the next movie?
I think probably like sort of in like a kitty wink nod kind of way or something.
All right. I hope so. It'd be really funny.
Eggy, we
be
need a
fantastic,
positive
yeah.
corner from you.
So I'm going to agree that basically all of like Jack Black's character establishment is just pointless. There's a whole plot line where the main kid and his sister, they're foster children. Nobody cares. It's never thought of at all, besides the fact that they're just lay sad and have no parents. And they go to some like podunk town that only exists to create potato chips. And his like the kid's super genius of how to autistically put stuff together in Minecraft. He creates this contraption that accidentally destroys the only employment in the town, which is the potato chip factory. He like launches a fucking bomb at it. Basically, all of that is just completely irrelevant. It only exists for Jack Black. Yeah, he like his dad was some hillbilly in the mine, so that's why he likes Minecraft. And here's Jason Momoa. As much as I like his vibe, basically he just exists because he will eventually, at the end of the movie, have his failing business be back, and they can all hang out there. The kid, yeah, he makes this thing, but that's because he's going to be smart in Minecraft, and that's really all we have to go with here. And yeah, the whole like subplot, if you will, I wouldn't even call it that much, but this like school principal that is going to punish the kid for blowing up the potato chip factory. One of the villagers get out into the real world, and she like falls in love with it. The only payoff, as far as I'm concerned, there is the end credit scene. That was like the only thing I really got from that.
Yeah, to call it a subplot is so, not to put this on you, but to put it on the film, it's so disingenuous, because you get a 40-second scene where she hits him with the car, you get a 20-second scene of them at dinner, probably 5 words of dialogue in the whole thing, and then it's nothing else for the whole movie. They forget about it, and then the post-credit scene is like the resolution. Might as well have been in the movie. Why were the other scenes in the movie if not this one?
Yeah.
I was sort of thinking like, at the end, fucking the villager's gonna bring her back to the Minecraft world, and she's gonna see Henry. He's building all these cool things in Minecraft, you know, and he's showing his creativity, and he's finally being a good.
That would have been smart.
Change your opinion, yeah.
Yeah, then she sees what the power of creativity and Minecraft ingenuity is, and she respects the kid instead of punishes him. Wow, it's like a whole arc and a story and a lesson being told. Purple, why didn't you fucking help them write this movie?
They didn't. They called TBD instead. I don't know what to say. Fucking.
I like when the waitress asks, "Are you finished?" And then she says, "No, I think he's Swedish." That's pretty good.
Yeah, and when I say like broad, generic, shitty comedy, that's an example. Like that does not need to be in the Minecraft movie. That would be equally unfunny in any movie ever made, and that's why it's in this one, because it's the laziest shit. Because whoever wrote this probably doesn't actually know enough about Minecraft to have a better pun than Game Over World.
She said that they were done with their food, and then you can see that like they haven't even touched their food. I thought that was very good.
Yeah, not even one bite. And this bitch, it's the what? She's from American Pie, but what else is she? And she's in White Lotus seasons 1 and 2. So I appreciate her from those, but this was not it. What was she doing here?
Well, see, I think the joke about Swedish and Finnish was that we're supposed to assume that these might be people from maybe the Middle East, maybe a Holy Land of some kind. So it's so off the mark with the European, idea. But just one last thing. The actual in-universe, like when they're in the game and stuff like that, like I kind of said a little bit earlier, to me that was all enjoyable. I would say that's slightly above average of enjoyment for me, whereas everything else is definitely below average, so it kind of cancels each other out, but just my final thought on that.
Anybody else have any final thoughts on the Minecraft movie?
Well, I'm actually looking at the credits for this right now, and I'm seeing that Kate McKinnon is actually playing Alex rather than Melissa McCarthy, which is
it's already been cast?
That makes me so much more. Yeah, apparently that was Kate McKinnon for the fucking back shot. They didn't show her from the front, but apparently that was her. So
Back shots.
That's exciting. Yeah, Kate McKinnon back shots in this film.
Oh my god.
That's why
I think
you
she's
gotta
a
go
lesbian,
see it.
unfortunately, but... Hartsy,
that's
what about
cool.
you? Any back shots?
Not today, I'm afraid. But
The day is young.
I say, if you want to watch an actual good video game movie adaptation, there's a whole trilogy of really good movies called the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Go watch that.
True.
instead.
Okay, we're
I
gonna
got
play
more
another
joy.
game of guess what movie scored higher. Instead of Florian, now it's me. Okay? What movie scored higher? Minecraft or Five Nights at Freddy's?
Okay, you really hate both of those movies, and that's kind of hard. I think you gave Five Nights at Freddy's like 1 star, and you gave Minecraft 1.5. So I'm gonna
Son of
say
a bitch. He got me. One
think
person
that's
remembered
about
one of
what
my
I gave
Letterboxd
him, too.
reviews. What's that, Purple, before we get the hell out of here?
I think that's about right. Honestly, I think this was more enjoyable than the Five Nights at Freddy's. I thought it
Yeah,
was
that was deplorable.
definitely much more I think definitely more than the Mario movie because I was
Five Nights at
just
Freddy's a
so.
lot more than Minecraft.
The Minecraft movie very much knows that its target audience is 13-year-olds with a TikTok brain, and I mean that as an insult, but I also mean it medically. Like, literally no attention span. They don't know how to read books anymore because it's too slow. They won't watch movies. They don't want to watch anything with a story. Like, even television is too long for them. They only want short-form content, and the Minecraft movie is edited and written in a way where it's just bam, bam, bam. Shot is changing every 2 seconds. We're not gonna let you get bored with a 5-second shot at any time. Five Nights at Freddy's movie was so slow and boring. I wanted to kill myself. So at least Minecraft is not boring.
Well, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 comes out this year and will be so much better.
I doubt it.
I thought you hated it from the fucking trailer already because the robots are walking around.
Yeah,
with
what the hell,
carnival.
Hartsy?
Well, it might be better for general audiences. I'm not going to like it that much because of how far it strays from the source material.
I am
Yeah,
looking ahead at what else is coming out in 2025, and I say this every year, but for real, 2025 might be the worst year for film in a long, long time. I don't see very many things that I am confident about.
Well, we got Superman. We got the Fantastic Four movie.
I think
we got Avatar 3.
Avatar 3 I'm pretty hyped for, but that's at the end of the year.
I've seen that 10-minute Superman preview twice now because it plays before the Minecraft movie.
What do you think of it? What do you think of Superman?
I thought it was kind of cool of a preview. I'm probably not going to watch it, but it's pretty cool.
It looks great.
Final Mission Impossible movie, maybe that'll be good. New Final Destination movie, those are kind of fun, but not really good. Lilo and Stitch live action, gonna be terrible. How to Train Your Dragon live action, why?
That's absurd.
Karate Kid
directed
Legends? Are you fucking kidding me? With Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio? Really?
They're uniting the fucking Karate Kidiverse for the first time ever. It's gonna be stellar.
Guys, this is a real movie title. From the world of John Wick, Ballerina. These fucking pussies won't just call it Ballerina. You have to make it a whole sentence just to convince them to recognize the name John Wick. They are going for a Minecraft audience here.
It's like the Book of Boba Fett.
God,
You know? You gotta
Complete
give it some
brain
weird
dead
title.
retards. Isn't Lance Reddick dead? Didn't he die?
This might be it. Maybe this is his final role. It's
He died in
posthumous.
2023. How long have they been
knows?
sitting
They
on
could've
this
filmed
footage?
I don't know.
Oh, this year is looking bleak. What the hell?
The Life of Chuck, that might be interesting with Tom Hiddleston original movie. Eggy, what were you saying?
I want to just, I'm going to drop like a pin here. And this is April 7th, 2025. I imagine that the How to Train Your Dragon live action is going to have a lot of similarities. I'm going to imagine there's going to be some CGI dragons and people running towards the camera with a lot of green screen. So maybe if you got some kicks out of Minecraft, the film, you might not see any problems with How to Train Your Dragon. But I also wanted to say this. I don't know if the work print version has this dialogue, but the final film in the Minecraft, it does say, "I'm gonna unalive you." That's
What?
That's dialogue. Yeah, I think he says it to like the piglin or something. Like, "I'm gonna unalive you."
The piglin says it to Steve. Yeah.
Oh my god. I didn't catch that.
I'm changing my score to half a star.
Pretty awful. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the list of movies coming out this year, and the only two I'll probably see is Final Fantasy 2 and Jurassic World Rebirth, and those are both going to be pretty bad.
No, don't see Jurassic World.
I love the Jurassic
billion.
franchise. I love the Jurassic franchise. I've always have. I have to see it.
It's one good movie out of 7.
No, the first 3 are good.
No!
Everything after that is bad.
No, they fucking aren't.
The third one is trash. Those are no good.
No, the first 3 are pretty good. Like, I mean, of course, nothing after the first is as good as the first one, but we're all pretty good. Everything after that is bad.
Hey, you guys know that movie Die Hard?
No, I've never heard of it.
You guys know that fat Australian bitch, Rebel Wilson?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
from Cats.
New movie, Bride Hard.
Whoa.
That's not me making a horrible pitch. No, I'm reading this off of Wikipedia. That's coming out on June 20th. Along with
I'll be there.
New Pixar movie,
Fantastic.
Elio. Do we know anything about this?
Oh, I saw a preview of that before Minecraft. It doesn't look that bad.
Is it part of the Pixar slop era, or does it have some heart and soul?
Hopefully, it's one of the first good Pixar movies in a long time.
Stars the voice of Zoe Saldana,
Oh.
fresh off of Amelia Perez.
And Avatar. She's gonna make another $1 billion. I think like every year she keeps making like $1 billion ever since.
Well, she's the highest
like this
grossing
movie she's
female
in.
actress in history, right? Because she's in
Yeah, just
Avatar
through-
and Avengers.
Yeah, so it's been good for her. So she's probably gonna grab another fucking notch in the belt from Avatar this year, and maybe Elio too.
Okay,
Utopia.
Eggy, July 18th, we're going to be at the theater. Maybe July 17th for the preview of Smurfs.
Is it new Smurfs
I
movie?
just was talking to somebody about that film the other day, and they pitched it to me in a negative way, like, "Oh, it's Rihanna is like, and it's gonna be all like."
It's got Natasha
be-
Lyonne.
I thought the trailer seemed good to me, actually. Like, it kind of got pitched to me as like, "Oh, this is just like celebrity voice acting slop. It's gonna be total garbage and trash." I watched the trailer. I thought it seemed entertaining enough from what I saw there, but I'm not gonna write the Smurf film off yet by any means. That's something I will go see.
What about Happy Gilmore 2?
Is that real? What?
Yeah, it's coming out the 25th of July.
Oh, wow.
They got Scooter back for it, right? So, but he might be my second favorite Scooter after the Wolf Pit Scooter, but, and maybe third place after my electric scooter, but if they got him in there, that's a draw for me.
I did see they have Benny Safdie, which is very exciting. He directed Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems, and Benny Safdie, he's a pretty good actor. He was in Oppenheimer as the guy with the accent. Bad Guys 2? Didn't Bad Guys 1 just come out?
It was a few years ago, I believe.
What about Freakier Friday? You gonna go see Lindsay Lohan being all old?
Isn't she Muslim now?
And I hate Jamie Lee Curtis more than any human on earth, so there's no way I'm gonna watch this fucking 90-year-old wrinkled bag of shit acting on my movie screen.
Damn, what
She's
should
so
do
good
that
in
earn
Halloween.
so much ire?
She won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for the film Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I don't think she was actually even in that movie.
Oh, wow.
I think that Jamie Lee Curtis doing Freakier Friday or Freaky Friday 2 with her transgender child would be real kino. Okay, we're going to explore some themes that a lot of movies are too afraid to touch on these days, but I doubt that's what the film is about.
What about on August 29th, The Toxic Avenger starring Peter Dinklage?
That actually has like it was released to like festivals like 2 years ago, and it has like an 80 or 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. So that might actually be phenomenal.
But will it reach the edginess of the original that Eggy and I enjoyed so much?
People said yes when I
good.
heard about it. So yeah.
Nobody 2 coming out this year. That's alright, I guess.
Nobody 1, I think, is a mistake of a film.
But it's Bob Odenkirk.
That doesn't save it for me. He should have made a different movie. Like, the idea of he's a complete cuck loser with a horrible life, but he's secretly very badass. It just feels like the fantasy of this cuck. And, like, the entire movie is just him sitting at work daydreaming of a version of him that isn't a piece of shit. Because, like, all the action in the movie is completely unbelievable, and it's just like, it's a power fantasy for 50-year-old sad men. This movie is not for me.
That's true. Other than that, I really can't see anything else this year I'm interested in.
Well, hopefully the end of the year we'll have some good shit. I'm scrolling down. New Predator movie. Why? The Running
The last one
Man.
was actually okay, so...
Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Wicked, For Good. Zootopia 2. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It's nothing but fucking sequel slop!
I don't know. I think that's been the case since, like, before I was born, honestly.
Yeah, before you were born. Not before I was fucking born.
No, you were growing up in the age of, like, the Star Wars prequels and shit, like other
I didn't see that
concepts
shit.
like that.
I grew up seeing movies that you're now seeing sequels of. You understand? We had a little bit of originality back in the day. Now it's all gone.
Wow.
SpongeBob movie number 5.
Yeah, Plankton one.
Now Marty Supreme. Now that's gonna be Kino. Give me that one.
A Michael Jackson biography movie is coming out this year called
Yeah,
Michael.
and it's made by Michael Jackson's family, starring his nephew as Michael. And evidently, the final act of the movie is he's being wrongly accused of child molestation, and they paint the child as the villain.
Oh, wow.
They filmed that whole, like, third act of it, and then they realized that their contract says they absolutely cannot do anything like that, so they're gonna redo it. Yeah.
They have to make up a new ending to their movie.
I guess so.
They should make up the ending to where he actually lives.
Or where he admits to doing it, and he's like, "What? I love kids." Happy ending.
Michael deserves a movie like that where it's like, hey, yeah, he didn't actually do this, okay? Because he didn't. It's not true.
He probably didn't.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. I was not in that bedroom with that grown man and that child. I can't say what happened, but the fact that so many people feel like they can is disturbing.
Right.
It is what it is. Any final thoughts? Anything you guys want to plug?
Well, I think, should we lock in predictions for the box office of this film?
We did before, and Eggy locked in, I think, $2 billion, and right now he's on track to win the bet.
Okay.
What did I say?
I would go
1.2
around-
billion? I said it would be like the same as Mario, and so far it's beating Mario.
Yeah.
So,
It's,
well, maybe that means I should not go see it in 3D because I might be, putting my finger on the scale, so to speak. So maybe I have to just enjoy the version that I did see, which I probably would enjoy just as much as what's in the theater anyway. So, but it's making money.
I don't know if Eggy's extra 11 is gonna push the scale of from 1 billion to 2, but maybe. Hartsy's gonna go see it for a third time.
Probably not. Unfortunately, I'm good and done for with Minecraft right now.
Anything you want to plug, Hartsy? Any videos coming out?
Surprisingly, no. I have nothing to plug. I'm just happy to be here.
We all are. Eggy, what about you?
Well, I will say, I think I'm going to get my creativity back flowing just like the writers of the Minecraft movie did here. Just because I think I might have got permanently suspended from my professional gambling.
What?
I thought I got back in for the weekend and then just inexplicably for no reason, like no trending, like I was trending to the full recovery of my account, which I did before. And then all of a sudden just full 100% cut off from all bonuses and free play again. So...
Time to start
But
streaming.
thankfully, well, I have a nest egg, so I can maybe take some time to create something with actual like work behind it. And maybe after a couple weeks, maybe it's just gonna need extra time to get unblocked, but I'm not gonna count on being a professional gambler for an income at the moment.
Well, speaking of professional gambling, Eggy, I heard that all of the stocks are on discount right now.
Yep. I was happened to wake up this morning at exactly 8:30 our time, which is the when the stock market opens, and it dropped. I was like, oh, it's the Orange Monday, and then it went down, and then it just basically like leveled off, and then went back up a little bit, and really nothing happened today, except I should say for America, I think all the foreign economies are still like imploding, but it was not quite the end of the world that I thought that social media told me that it would be. But in any case, I know crypto, great idea. I sold my Ethereum, what was that, like 2,700? I think it's down to like 1,400 now, maybe 1,300. So,
oh, wow.
So, yeah, it was a good idea for me to sell it then. Yeah, maybe I should buy it now. Maybe it's due to
it's on
like
sale.
triple up. Yeah.
As soon as somebody shoots that orange man in the head, all the stocks are gonna skyrocket. Right, Purple?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it'll go right back up. We can only hope.
How come they didn't make a joke like I'm gonna kill you in Minecraft?
They should have. That would have been great.
Would have been
it's
easy.
in FBI case files as like a trigger word, so they should have. Yeah, I agree. They should have given it a nod.
So evidently, there's a famous dead Minecraft YouTuber with a pig crown helmet hat.
Yeah, his name is Technoblade. He died of cancer, and they put him in the movie.
So yeah, and in the version I watched, it was like the most low poly, low quality pig animation ever. Like, it was so fucking funny. And Jack Black's like, he's a legend. And it's just, it's like PS half, like not even PS1 graphics, like PS half graphic. So they did not have that ready in time for this print. It must have been like a last minute addition to the movie or something.
I really want to know where this came from, because this isn't like a rip of an unfinished version. This is someone recording the screen of the airing of an unfinished version.
Yeah.
So I really wonder who got that.
It might be the only screen recording that doesn't have the audience screaming and throwing popcorn.
I can say the one that I watched that was finalized, there was relatively low noise. There was some audience reaction, and also what appeared to be like possibly a Filipino man with like a man bun who keeps getting up and down a couple times. He has like this big like tied back long hair, and his skull from the side profile looks Filipino. But
he had to go pee a bunch of times.
Though, like, the English language is there, but all of the like a bunch of the like the subtitles when what's her name and the villager are talking to each other, the subtitles are in French. Like, it comes up as Les Minecraft movie, which actually enhanced my enjoyment of that.
Yeah, that's much better than a Minecraft movie. I don't know what they were thinking with this title.
I feel like we didn't call it the Minecraft movie because we plan on making more Minecraft movies. So, like, I don't know.
Oh, that's going to be the sequel. Jack Black's going to be like, quirky words and stuff. Another Minecraft movie coming soon.
Yeah, is that what it's going to be? Another?
Hilarious. Another Minecraft movie.
It should be another Minecraft movie.
That would be hilarious, and he would love it if they did something that basic. Just saying the word another instead of two.
Another Minecraft movie,
It's subversive because of how fucking lazy it would be.
I think it's a reference to a Goofy movie.
Well, that's not another Goofy movie, though. That's not...
But I'm just saying, they didn't call it the Minecraft movie. They said, hey, these Zoomers, they love a Goofy movie. Let's copy that title. Billion-dollar idea.
Rationale. They said it's a Minecraft movie and not the Minecraft movie because this is just one angle of the greater Minecraft universe. This is just one interpretation. They didn't want to put a definitive stamp on it, so...
Okay.
It all makes sense.
It does make sense.
The Piglin general is General Chungus. I thought I was hearing that wrong, and then Chungus comes up in the credits. So another epic reference, my fellow children.
That's pretty based.
Yeah.
Even the name of the high school was like Chugless. It was pretty close to Chungus.
I wish it was Chugless High. I would have really appreciated that.
I thought Chug Jug was from Fortnite.
I've never played Fortnite.
Oh, finally, Hartsy says a redeemable sentence in this fucking podcast. It took an hour, but he did.
I have really good game taste, okay? So I will never play.
You're addicted to The Binding of Isaac.
Because it's amazing. It's a great game.
That was
It
made
is.
by a fucking Nazi.
No, not the version I'm playing. Florian had nothing to do with that one.
Not even playing Florian's version. That's rough.
Listen, I think I have the .exe. I think I need to just come over and have Mumkey give the Binding of Isaac a try. I think if he really gives it an objective,
I've had a
try, I
free
think
copy
he'll-
on Steam for like 8 years.
You probably
I'm
had
sure
the
once you
flash
give it a
version.
try,
Florian
you'll
gave
say
it
this
to
game
me.
is great.
I just never played it.
Great game.
I'll stick to Mega Man Legends 2, thank you. A real game for real gamers, none of this Minecraft bullshit. No brown bricks with Inspector Gadget, just some old-fashioned gaming.
That's the only reference they were missing was a fucking
Inspector
Minecraft with
Gadget?
bit.
We
Yeah.
pissed Purple and Florian played Minecraft a lot, and we would piss Florian off with referencing Inspector Gadget because he didn't get the joke. So we would just repeat the same brown bricks
Brown
joke, and he would
bricks
get
in
really mad
Minecraft.
at us.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to review this with Florian over on the Purple Surplus channel?
God,
I think
hope not.
I'm gonna ask him about it on next episode. Maybe I'll ask him for his thoughts at the end. But
On the next
Not a full
Colonel
review.
Bat episode.
it'll be a Colonel cast. Okay, Colonel Bat is for the Batman stuff. But
Right, I
we've
thought that
got
was next
a
up.
lot to talk about. That is probably next up. But we're gonna record a RoboCop at the same time, and I have a feeling that one might be a little bit shorter. So we'll squeeze that in there. It'll be exciting.
And Hartsy's not going to be there for that one.
For which
no.
one?
Hartsy, why are you not showing up on the Purple Surplus anymore? Now it's fucking Erich and Florian?
I mean, I only show up when it's something I'm interested in. So, like Super Mario 64. I like that game.
So what you're saying is
show up
Purple
for that.
needs to pick some actually interesting subjects.
Of course, yeah. I'm not going to show up with some cape ship fucking Superman, Batman, Spider-Man.
RoboCop's a
anything.
classic. Okay, we need to get you on the RoboCop episode.
I've seen RoboCop.
Well, that's perfect.
All right, sure. I'll come for that. Sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sure.
Magic is being made. Live on air. That's it, folks. We went too long on this one for fucking Minecraft. Purple, did you want to plug anything other than the Purple Surplus channel? What about your Team Fortress 2 channel?
No, I would plug my Team Fortress 2 channel if I had such a thing, but I don't, unfortunately.
Just like Timmy's
But,
dad with a trophy?
Yeah, because this is where I'd plug my channel if I had one. Yeah, but
Is he anti-Semitic
Go watch
that he
mine.
hates his Jewish neighbor, Dinkelberg?
I think that's the
I don't think
implication.
so. I
'Cause
think he hates him for personal reasons.
isn't that the guy who makes Timmy Turner, ain't he like a hardcore Christian? Like he probably
Yeah.
does hate the Jews. Is he a Zionist or not?
He tried a while back to make his own Christian streaming service, and that did not pan out.
Top 10 reasons to hate Dinkelberg. That's the first show on there.
Yeah.
Eggy, do you have any reasons to hate Dinkelberg?
Well, anybody who ever achieves any visible greater level of success than me in life will always draw my ire because I'm a bitter hermit, just like Jack Black is in Minecraft. I might have to go create a Minecraft world where I can cope and seethe as an old graying man, just like Jack Black.
Will you end this episode with a Jack Black style horrible energetic singing?
There's a great game. It's called Hentamon. See, what happens is you find some naked women and then you take control of them. I don't know if that cut out or not.
A little bit, but it was good.